Um, well, first of all, happy holidays, everyone, and this makes it happier for us when we play well and everyone got a chance to get in the game to head into the 4-day break that we have. Our team, I thought we played really, really well in spurts, and one of the spurts that we played really, really well in was when Fran and Ashton were in there together and just moving the ball, getting good shots. I think this is really challenging for really a lot of different people on our team because trying to figure out our rotation, we don't have it figured out yet. I just want to give a shout out to both Fran and Ashton. First of all, yesterday because they can do it, they did Cal stuff. We only had really one day to prepare. And they're smart, they're totally invested in their team, and they did a great job. And then today, knowing what we did, and I thought they came in and did really, really well. We need both of them to go where we're going to go. We need their leadership, their unselfishness, and just keeping healthy. A game like this is really great for us to get some experience for some of our young players. I thought Lauren got some really valuable minutes. India, Elena, Agnes, and the kind of the team first mentality is by these two people next to me. I wish you could have guarded McIntosh.
Tara, sort of actually jumping right off of that, I want to ask how you felt like Talana did guarding Jada Curry. She's one of the best players in this conference.
Mm-hmm.
It's her first Pac-12 game.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
I thought she did very well. Talana is, honestly, I don't know what our seniors think, but I think she's amazing in that, we rarely ask our point guard to also have the toughest defensive assignment. Honestly, we never did that with Kiana. We rarely have done that, and I think she's really special.
All right, Coach. Another game with double-digit turnovers, but this time the opponent also had double-digit turnovers. Haley, great game, double-double, but 4 assists, 4 turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
So how aggravating is that, even though it was a great game overall, to open the conference play?
I can't tell you I was excited about it at halftime. I think some of it is that you've got very unselfish guards, and Haley is a great passer, and she makes a lot of great things happen, and I just need her to make maybe less happen. She's always looking forward. She's a phenomenal passer, and sometimes she just needs the yellow light on, not trying to make that pass or that play. And Talana tried to make some kind of, I know
trying.
you can dunk, but the one pass that she had to, what was that about?
She was
right?
trying. I understand.
Yeah, they are trying, and I think it's a reflection, honestly, of their unselfishness. They want their teammates to look good, and that's great. But it did not. I said to Talana that the T is not for turnover, and Haley also knows that she's got to take care of the ball. So I know they know it intellectually, but I think that when they're out there, they're really just trying to get other people the basketball.
Cal made that run towards the end of the third where they sort of cut to 15. How did you guys sort of manage that, sort of miniature comeback and stave it off?
Well, again, we have a really almost an extreme in terms of experience out there. When we're playing Haley and Fran and Ashton and Cam, they're very experienced players. Hannah Jump, they're very experienced players. And what I try to do is mix experience with inexperienced players a lot. And that run was against a lot of our inexperienced players. Watch the Warriors games. We have a lot, when we have our experienced players out there. But going down the stretch, we're going to need everyone. So it's trying to balance minutes and get people some playing time.
Coach, could you just talk a little more about Betts and her performance? 9 points, block and 4-7 from the field in 10 minutes. Talk about the kind of production she gave in that limited amount of time she did play.
I thought she did really well. Some of the games that we've played, and Ashton and Fran, I think, would agree with this. They're not post players that are easy to guard. Like Creighton, that's very challenging to guard. They're 3s or 4s facing up, and I think this was more traditional post game, and I thought Lauren did really well. And again, it's because someone like Ashton can space the floor. You were out with her a little bit, right? Did you play with? Lauren a
Maybe
little bit.
a little bit.
But, Ashton can space the floor, or Fran's helping Lauren every day in practice, talking to her, mentoring her, getting her ready for what's coming. So it's she is a very special player, and she's very hard to guard. So it's just a matter of her understanding what we do and her developing. But she is instant offense.
Yeah.
To the players, you always have great fan support here at Maples, but particularly today, it was like the energy was maintained throughout the game. How does that impact you guys, especially coming off the bench, and how you play when the fans are so lively, so loud?
It's really fun, when the fans are into the game, and it just like carries momentum forward. So we love to see it, and it like hypes us up on the bench. So it's definitely good, and we have to keep seeing people out here.
Yeah, like what Ash said, I think especially in games over break, you're never really sure if people are going to be home with their families, students aren't here. Yeah, so we had a really, really great crowd, and we're really excited to see that. And our energy always kind of starts with us and our bench energy, and to kind of see that reflected in the crowd is really nice to have the crowd behind us, so we really appreciated it.
Hi, ladies. I've written about the Tara-isms over the decades. Is that turnover one a new one, or is that one the T is now a turnover?
That is a new one.
That is a new one?
Yeah, it is.
Hopefully it doesn't become.
Hopefully it doesn't
Hopefully
stick
it doesn't
too
stick.
long.
Yeah.
But I hadn't heard it, so I just
Well, it's kind of her Talana, her name.
Right,
I call
I
it,
got,
yeah.
I like the alliteration, Tara. Just the way somebody new is contributing every game, how do you feel at the start of the conference season here, Fran and Ashton? Hannah struggled a little bit with her shot the other night. She came back like aces, like everybody expected, but just you're getting contributions from pretty much everybody on the roster. Kiki doing a little bit of everything too today.
I think that that's a really nice thing to have, and a nice problem for Tara to have. And I think it's really great for our team to be able to have different people who can step up on any given day, who are ready when their number's called. And I think that makes it hard for other teams to guard us, because you never really know who's going to be the one to step up on any given day. And we're always excited for each other. I didn't realize Hannah had a bad game last game, and she, like a little bit off, but the rest of the team came back, made it up, and then Hannah came and played a great game. She's supporting everyone regardless of what happens. So I think that is really a testament to the character of our team, and we're just really excited for each other and happy to get a dub.
Yeah, exactly what Fran said. Everyone, like all the way down our roster, is ready to step up when we need it, and so I think that shows. And the other teams definitely have a tough time scouting. There's a long list.
And Ashton, do you kind of agree with Tara? The Golden State Warriors go through stretches where they're making a lot of turnovers, but it's based on ball movement, trying to do the right thing, and making the extra pass and being unselfish. Is that something that'll just kind of work itself out? It is comes from
yeah,
trying
absolutely.
to push the pace and play your style.
I agree. I think it's just, hopefully, we're able to keep it going, like figure things out as we keep playing in the Pac-12. But yeah, I think all those mistakes are a product of trying to make the right play. So.
All right, Fran, there was a play where you got out on the break and was wide open. The pass would have got to you would have probably been a dunk, right? Now, is that something that you were thinking about, being that Cal was the team that you got your first dunk against?
Dunks, I think they just kind of come naturally. I think it's like a matter of make the right play. I don't really think about, obviously we have our highlights, we watch back on what we did well in other games, but dunking isn't at the top of my list. I'm just trying to do what I can for the team. But if it happens, it happens. Wish it happened. It didn't. It's okay.
For all three of you, this is the first year I can remember when we've had a Pac-12 game before Christmas break. Just how does that maybe change, or does that give you some sort of advantage, or just having that game against a Pac-12 opponent before you go to the Christmas break and not starting off against Pac-12 play as soon as you come back?
We actually did play Pac-12 games, I believe, in December. It might have been 20-something years ago. I remember being in Arizona, playing Arizona State. I personally don't like it. I like to play all of our, I like to play our non-conference, and then you have a break. And we have played actually non-conference after Christmas. We used to play Connecticut after Christmas a lot. But, with the schedule this way, I think that they're trying to do is divide up the weekend so you're not playing Friday, Sunday. And I think that this was a great game to have during the Christmas break, so maybe we'll continue to do it. We got a great crowd, even though our students weren't here. It was really a fun environment, and so I think we took advantage of the opportunity to be playing, and now our team has earned and deserves their rest.
Last question. Yeah, just for Ashton, your shot wasn't really falling tonight, but 5 rebounds, couple of blocks. Just how much of emphasis is there for you when maybe the shot isn't falling for you to do some of those other things like getting rebounds and blocking shots and stuff?
Right. I mean, when I go in there, that's my focus is rebounds and like the other things, not necessarily like my shot. So if I'm open, I'm gonna shoot it, but it doesn't really need to fall for me to do all the other things.
Great, thanks everybody.
All right, thank you. Happy holidays to everyone.
Happy holidays.